themselves rising stars. And the ones who graduate, who are professional, they call themselves inspiring young professionals.
Os mais novos chamam-se a si mesmos estrelas ascendentes e os que já conseguiram completar os estudos chamam a si mesmos ou auto-intitularam-se de inspiradores profissionais ou profissionais.
We became a legal NGO in 2009. We have a board of trustees. We have a memorandum of understanding with the governments in the slum areas.
Temos uma OGM em 2009 e nós temos bastante conhecimento e capacidade de intervir nestas áreas posteriores.
But we anticipate that someday these professionals and these stars will come and serve on our board and sustain us into the future.
Acreditamos que estes alunos são capazes de um dia ajudar-nos e tornar o futuro pouco mais sustentável.
Also very important to us are partnerships. Both Radhika and I are Rotarians, and we are Paul Harris Fellows. We have written grants that has brought money to invest in new schools.
Uma das partes mais importantes do nosso trabalho são as parcerias e existem inúmeras e são também uma parte importante do que podemos trazer às novas escolas.
And most wonderful is last year, Radhika brought 3 of our scholarship students to Delhi for the WEF conference. They had never been on a plane, they had never been out of Hyderabad, they had never had such experience, and it was very powerful for them to see so many women, so many professional people from around the world.
Uma das partes mais importantes é que tivemos um conjunto de alunos de bolsa que foram pela primeira vez a Delhi, uma experiência inesquecível, até porque nunca tinham andado de avião, nunca tinham saído sequer da zona onde nasceram.
So to us, partnership is a vital social sustainability medium. The other is technology. And I'm of an older generation, but Radhika introduced WhatsApp to our groups of scholarship students.
Além das parcerias, uma das partes mais importantes passa pelas redes sociais, na qual
Radhika, sorry,
introduziu o WhatsApp de forma a conseguir.
They stay connected even when we are not there through WhatsApp.
E eles mantêm-se conectados mesmo quando não estamos lá.
So Srikant says, I got a job! And everybody says, great! Manisha, who left us younger to get married, became a Montessori teacher. She's living in another city, but she writes us and says, I miss you, but I'm a Montessori teacher. And then we share photos as well.
Está aqui um exemplo das comunicações que se mantêm, inclusive de ex-alunos que já estão casados e que conseguem ter uma relação até bastante próxima com a organização.
How's the time?
So, you have
Okay. Thank you very much. We're available to share more.
You don't need translation.
No, I will speak in English, thank you.
Whenever anyone needs translation again, please. Here. Isto vai ser ainda mais interessante ao contrário.
Hello. I will speak in English, but if you want, I can speak in Portuguese and English. But I really appreciate your translation. It was really great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Before we start, I would like to invite you to get up. The ones who are somehow engaged with the sustainability in their work or in their lives, just to feel the temperature of the room. So, Yeah. Can you observe each other? Can you observe the room and look to the room and see the temperature? So I would say like 99% of the people in this room know or already work with sustainability, which is amazing. Yeah, it's a weird question, isn't it? Starting a conference about this thing because you are here and probably you are interested or engaged already in this. But usually, another password.
I don't know, I'm just translating.
I think it's Tomar Wi-Fi.
No. Can someone ask assistance, please? Well, my name is Alexandre Pereira, and I'm Portuguese, as you understood. I work for an NGO as well. I was quite impressed with this presentation to see the work you do every day in the field. And I saw in your presentation clear why. Why are you doing it? The reason why is the new generation that's coming up, new leaders. So basically, part of the work we do are related with that. We work with basically three streams of people in the world: localizers, change makers, and empowered. People that are already empowered. We work in India, in Bangladesh, in Zambia, and Sicilia, and in other parts of the world with our programs. I'm trying to make one of the things we do in our methodology, which is emergent design. So that's what I'm doing. When we work on this project, and we work for more than 14 years, we started the project of Guide Education 14 years ago in a small, as a small project in an eco-village that is a reference in the world, called Findor, in the north of Scotland. And we start this project, we start dreaming it. We start visualizing this project 8 years before with a group of the first keys, the people that connect with this vision, building a sustainable education organization with programs for sustainability. So we start visualizing this 8 years before the organization appears in the world. And then in Findor, 8 years after, in 2005, we start building this. I had the luck to be involved on this quest in 2005, when Marques, one of the founders, one of the keys, invited me to develop the brand. So now I work as a head of branding in this organization. And when I see these stories that came from the field, because I don't work in the field, I'm the guy who's in the office sending things to the field. I'm sending communication, branding, design all the time. But when I receive the pictures from the things that happens in the field, there's the connection. There's the connection between the thing and another. So, now supported by the presentation. Muito obrigado.
Can you repeat your name, please?
Alexandre Pereira. Português perfeito, não é? Ok. Como é que eu ponho isto em full screen? Mas eu vou mudar o sujeitaço. Porquê?
Marques.
Ah.
Marques?
Mas é assim. Veja lá que eu não mas que é.
Vocês querem o slide? I should present Pedro as well. Pedro is part of our team and he's the tech guy. He's the one who fly with us and take care of everything that's about technology, everything you see online, everything you see working in the platforms that we work with. That's Pedro's hands. Pedro's hands.
Se calhar é mais ou menos ajustado
Yeah,
também.
it's fine. E passa para a próxima parte.
Todos os que fazem a leitura por aí, depois estudar para a
Good.
Estava a ver com o
Estava aberto no
Exato, exato.
estamos a falar.
Well, basically, I had prepared something about participatory learning that is also part of our educational system. And we start with participatory presentation management. Obrigado, Pedro. So, basically, why we fly together? Well, I should say that this why is now very, very common to speak about it. And there's a person that took this question and bring it to a visualize this as a strategy. Simon Sinek talks about this. And every time I do a project, I always think, why? Why are we flying together? Why does an organization like yours exist? Why does Guy Education exist? Basically because of her, and her is my daughter. But behind her, my daughter, there's all the daughters of the world, all the women of the world, all the people of the world that are now in this generation, like the generation that will take place after. They are the reason why people like me work in this area. And the reason why I work in this area. One of the things I also would like to ask you is to honor all these women around the world that are not here today. They cannot be here today. But we should honor them. Take just a deep breath. Breathe in and breathe out. And feel connected with them. Connected with their purpose, with their pain, with their joy, with their work all around the world. And let's share everything we discuss here and present here in their favor to their happiness. Thank you. That's part of our practice and our system. And I want to tell you another story. Some years ago, I was with my daughter, walking in the nature, and it was a beautiful, beautiful pathway in the middle of Portugal, in a place called Lausanne. Beautiful nature, water, and we walked, and then we saw a bird, this bird. This is a species from that region. And we saw this bird, it was almost died. Oh, really, almost died. We get really compassionate about this being. Really compassionate. At that time, I didn't have the awareness that I have now. So we just accept that he will be dying, and we left it there. We walked, and my daughter, some kilometers after, disappeared to save this bird. This bird didn't live more than a couple of hours, actually. He died at night. But we saved him, we gave him a name called Pintas. And this makes part of, to open our awareness. The way that this story touched me is because my daughter becomes my teacher. And that's part of the things that are happening now. We can develop all the curriculum, we can develop all that, but we should learn from the youngest. The youngest people, the youngest people like this amazing girl that is here giving her time to support this event. In my youth, I was really a believer. I believed that we could change the world socially. I believed in the revolution. I believed that we could create huge movements of students that I lead in the street to change the system. I believe on that. I didn't stop believing on that. But then I dedicate all my time to the professional growth. So all my creativity, all the things I've done in art school, design, everything I learned, I start doing this professionally. And I start flying in my professional path, work for huge brands, developing and applying this creativity. But the why, where is the why? I miss the why. So, I reconnect recently with this eco-activism. This eco-activism that is led by young leaders like Greta. 2 weeks ago, or less than 1 week ago, I was in the street in Lisbon, marching, or as you said, it was not marching, well, it was marching, for me it was marching. In the same place that I had been when I was younger. I had been there, in the same place, it's the same pathway, the same place, but fighting for something that is completely different. I was fighting for the why that makes me every day waking up and connect this system. So this is our methodology. In that education, we work with the 4D system: social, ecological, worldview, and economic. We don't disconnect none of these fields. This is part of the curriculum of higher education, and that's how we involve in all these areas: participatory learning, design thinking, and we try to move further with these 4 pillars of our curriculum. As I said, in 2005, I was in the shift of my career. I decided to leave one of the biggest brand agencies in Portugal, and I was invited to get up in this flight. And I found in this why, this mission of Guy Education, the path to my work today. So Guy Education mission has this approach: don't leave anyone behind. This is really, really, really important. Provider of sustainable education in a niche. We are a very small NGO, but we work for the world. And what we would like to do is that young generation in the future, like Greta, my daughter, your daughter, your children, your sons, brothers-in-laws, they could say they have done something. They didn't quit. They didn't quit. They fight for us. They fight for keeping the climate where they should be. They just don't cross the arms and say in their offices, we cannot do nothing. No, we have done something. I don't know yet what's going to happen, but hopefully with our action, I hope that with our collective action in events like this, we can discuss and put in the field, like you do. So what we do from the very beginning is to build this universe of programs. We have 3 streams: face-to-face, e-learning, and project-based learning projects. Quite similar to the projects you do in India. We have projects in Bangladesh, in Zambia, in Senegal, in Sicilia. So, okay, I have to cut my voice. But just to have these 2, 3 short ideas. Part of the curriculum has to do with this practice. Participatory learning, it's one of the most important elements of our curriculum, and it's how we empower the students to bring their own ideas. And this is part of all our programs. I already spoke about this. This is our presence in the world. But last but not the least, the most important thing that connects with the theme of this event has to do with sustainable development goals. We are now working with UNESCO to spread the word, train people on this area, and we have running till now more than 1,500. It's not updated, right, Pedro? It's more now. 60 countries, 5 continents, 41 trainings, and the next one will be in Portugal, the 11th of April. So in the end, if you want to speak about this, we can talk about this. You will have the chance to see here some of our amazing tools related with this. But just to finish, saying thank you and keep flying with us. I will be available for any question about our curriculum, our action into the world, and the way we teach, or the way we spread our curriculum. Thank you so much.
Uma senhora para... Ai, gente.
Desculpa, mas vamos falar em português também.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very sorry to speak in Portuguese.
A apresentação
Presentation in Portuguese, so you'll be able to read.
English.
I mean, the message got through, so that's the main point.
Eu sou professora de design, e especificamente design de embalagem, e vou falar um pouquinho então sobre o método para desenvolver a design de embalagem que corresponde aos parâmetros de sustentabilidade, né? Antes de mais, era só para centrar aqui no design como fator central da humanização e inovação, né? Essa é uma definição da Sociedade Internacional de Design, já antiga, 2011. A sustentabilidade, a velha definição de 87, mais válida e continuando, né? E, mais uma vez, como falou o colega também da Unesco, a definição melhor para a educação hoje é a educação que contém todos os parâmetros da sustentabilidade possível, dentro daqueles 17 tópicos. A educação é um deles, mas todos eles, no fundo, né? Então, vou fazer uma breve apanhado aqui sobre o design para a sustentabilidade. O design é, de certo modo, uma disciplina relativamente nova comparando outras ciências. Já em 72, o Victor Papanek, o precursor do design para a sustentabilidade, já falava, eu trouxe isso aqui, agora eu vou acabar não lendo nada, mas já falava, reforçava que o papel do design era um papel social, sobretudo social, já criticava bastante todos os problemas das embalagens dos anos 70, ainda do século passado. No segundo livro, ele critica ainda mais a questão da embalagem. Depois, Ezio Manzini coloca em prática métodos mais adequados para pôr na prática sistemas que possam operacionalizar as ideias realmente contribuir para a sustentabilidade, né? Nessa proposta, então, do Ezio Manzini e do Vesoli, eu trouxe aqui, principalmente, os teóricos, que são teóricos e que foram a vida toda designers e educadores, né? E são esses educadores que andam já há seus 30, 40 anos, tentando criar algum método e aplicando métodos no ensino do design. O Ezio Manzini e o Vesoli são do Turim, né? Se calhar todos aqui conhecem. E propõe então redesign no nível 1 e no nível 2, mais soft no nível 3 e 4, uma mudança mais radical, né? Que realmente a mudança dos estilos de vida, do cenário de vida, já envolve bastante a mudança dos hábitos, né? E esse é bastante difícil, né? Um exemplo disso são esses exemplos do sistema de produtos e serviços, é converter, ou seja, os produtos em serviços, poupando, nesse caso, reutilizando as embalagens, né? Porque as embalagens, assim como todos os produtos de bens, equipamentos, são um problema, mas a embalagem é um dos maiores problemas, porque é o que contribui negativamente para os resíduos sólidos urbanos, né? É o que mais contribui, e pensamos que nesse sentido é bastante importante essa mudança, né? Para finalizar essa parte mais dos teóricos, então, o McDonald e o Baumgartner então criam o conceito do cradle to cradle, né? do berço ao berço, propondo então e certificando produtos 100% biodegradáveis, provenientes de bens renováveis, e são conceitos que estão certificados, que já estão há muitos anos já, e cada vez mais na prática, né? Não há muitos anos, mas já estão sendo adotados e reconhecidos, que é o principal, porque toda essa mudança, ela no primeiro momento, não é muito fácil, porque é caro também, pode ser mais, no primeiro momento, mais caro. Em princípio, é óbvio que os benefícios para o ambiente e para a comunidade toda é muito maior, né? E fazendo uma retrospectiva, então, dos últimos 50 anos, é uma contradição, né? Assim como a embalagem se desenvolveu por todos os motivos sociais, industriais, tecnológicos, ao mesmo tempo, há uma cobrança desde os anos 70, não é à toa que o Papanek já falava sobre isso em 70, a crise do petróleo, e a partir dos anos 70 já há uma discussão sobre o ambiente, iniciando com o ambiente, mas depois estendendo-se para o social e para o econômico, né? Então, essa mudança só vai realmente se desenvolver em termos reais, a mudança só começa a pôr na prática mesmo em termos de indústria e de produtos a partir de uma diretiva e de uma legislação e de multas, etc. Como já sabemos que os hábitos são difíceis de mudar e muitas vezes tem que ser por aí, tem mesmo que ser, né? Nós aqui, então, compreendemos, então, que a função da embalagem, além daquelas funções que estão aqui na legislação, conter, proteger, possibilitar o transporte, beneficiar também a questão da sustentabilidade de proteger os produtos alimentares, principalmente quando vão para a África ou para outros países mais distantes, do Brasil para cá e daqui para o Brasil. Mas, além de tudo isso, a principal função realmente é pensar, no caso do design, é pensar não nessas funções práticas e simbólicas, mas na função principal, que é o descarte da embalagem, a morte da embalagem. Quando vamos criar, e a proposta é essa, na concepção da embalagem, é pensar como é que vamos descartar a embalagem, né? E consideramos, eu particularmente trabalho com papel e cartão, por vários motivos, eu estou num curso que é design de comunicação, trabalhamos mais com papel e cartão. Mas também consideramos, por ser um bem proveniente de bens, de matérias renováveis, acreditamos ser um dos mais interessantes atualmente, até começar a aparecer, como já tem aparecido, outros plásticos provenientes de batata ou de vegetais, né? Mas por enquanto ainda estamos trabalhando bastante acreditamos que o papel e cartão é uma solução. Pronto, a situação aqui da Europa não é essa finalmente, né? Ainda bem, infelizmente, mas já vimos isso.